Hey everybody, welcome to my suburban oasis. My name is Soleil and I garden in a zone 6A in mid-Michigan. We used to be a 5B and I still garden somewhat like it is a 5B. So today what we're going to do is we are going to begin cleaning up our front sunbed. And let me just show you the front sunbed and some of the things that we're going to take on today. So this front sunbed, the sun is actually going down right now, but it's the best way for me to actually get you guys in here with me so that you can tell what's going on. Otherwise, it's just too much dappled sunlight and it's hard to see. So we have some things that have kind of gone over. We have some of our millennium alliums, and we have one on either side of this oak leaf hydrangea. And then in addition to that, we have some coneflowers that have gone over, and these are going to seed. And even though we often leave these up for the birds, especially our goldfinches, in this garden bed, because I just have a couple of them and they're kind of falling into the oak leaf hydrangea, I'm going to clip those back and deadhead them. I have lots and lots of coneflowers in some of the other garden beds, so I will let the goldfinches feast on those. Then we are going to also work on this oak leaf hydrangea here, because this oak leaf hydrangea, the flowers have actually gone to that kind of parchment paper color, and I don't think it looks that great, and I really want to enjoy the fall color. In fact, we got down beneath 50 last night, and so you can even see that we're starting to get a little bit of color on the leaves, and so I want to enjoy that and not look at the old flower heads. Some of them, sometimes I leave on some hydrangeas over the winter for interest, but on this particular one, I like to just enjoy the bark that's on it. This has a really nice peeling bark, and so I don't actually leave the old spent blooms on there. Then we are going to come along and we are going to cut back some plants over here. So I have a salvia right here that is looking pretty gritty. After we've gotten so much rain, they just really don't like that much. And so we're going to cut that one all the way down to the ground. And we're going to do the same thing with these daisies right here. These are the goldfinch daisies that were so beautiful, and I was planning to deadhead them, probably 3 to 4 weeks ago, but it has been so rainy and then so hot that I haven't had a chance to get out here and do that. And let me show you what we're going after. Is we're trying to get down to where there actually is some nice greenery at the base of this plant. So we're going to take the whole stems right back down to the bottom. That will help us to be able to provide, an opportunity for us to see a little bit better the beautiful mums that are blooming in this bed, as well as the hydrangeas, because those bobo hydrangeas, along with the oregano and the mums in there, are simply beautiful if you ask me. So I want to be able to see those better and not have this yucky black foliage kind of detracting from that view. So let's get after that. Well, I probably should have worn some gloves, because I have some of these millennium alliums and I'm going to try not to touch them with my fingers, because sometimes you'll end up with fingers that just smell like onions after you clip them. Oh, I can feel the onion juice getting on my fingers, you guys. I should have worn gloves, but that's all right. All right, I'm also going to take this coneflower all the way back down to the base. I will leave the foliage, but we're just going to take the spent blooms down. So like I said, they're kind of all up in this hydrangea right now. We're just going to make our way through the garden from left to right here. And all I'm doing on these is coming back right behind these to where the leaves connect to the stem behind the flower. And that way you won't even be able to tell that I have made a cut. And there's not a ton of blooms on here, so this will only take a few minutes. But I think it's going to overall really improve the appearance of this plant. I do need to get the back side of this, so I'm sorry you can't see the back side when I'm cutting back here, but there's just a few of them. And even though this is the back side right now, it's definitely the front side when you're pulling up to our house. So I want to make sure that that side is trimmed as well. And all of these will end up in the compost pile. I think I've got all of them. Oh, there's a couple down here. It probably doesn't matter if I get the ones in the middle, but I'm gonna anyways. So I'm just clipping these alliums down above the foliage, and I find that that works pretty well. And then when the stems actually kind of turn brown and die, I can just kind of pull them out, usually in the springtime. So, you know, I just kind of watch them. They're kind of pretty after they're cut, but they don't look that great in the garden right now. So because of that, I just want to make sure that I get them all out and that these don't go to seed, because you can see the seed heads on there are pretty well pollinated. So they could drop all over the place and I could end up with lots of seedlings, and I don't really want that in this garden bed. So I think this is a pink profusion salvia. And like I said, I'm just going to cut this one all the way down to the base because it's looking a little bit ratty. All of this rain has really done a number on some of these plants that don't like it. And I've been planting more drought-tolerant plants because of the fact that we've had such hot and dry spells during the summer the last few years. And then I got thrown a little bit of a loop this summer with all of the rain that we've had. There we go, that looks a whole lot better. Now y'all are getting a little bit of a sneak peek at some boots that Hydrangea sent out to me that I'm wearing today that I'm trying out. And next week I will talk with you about how I think that they have performed for me, what I like and what I don't like. And yeah, if there's something that I do like, they're also going to be giving us a discount code to share with you in the future. So we'll talk about that more next week. So like I said, I'm just clipping these all the way back because it's really important that I try to expose some of this green foliage that is down here at the base, because it will look so much better than this tattered foliage. don't know if you recall, but I was going to cut these back and just tap these and see how they did, because I saw a number of buds all over them. Well, I did that on one plant, and then it started raining on me, and it's been, you know, like 2 or 3 weeks now since I did that, and I see no activity whatsoever on the buds. So I have determined that this is the kind of daisy that is probably best to cut back all the way, like I'm doing right now, just to expose and create a nice new fresh mound of greenery. I don't know that this one is really bred for reblooming. You can see this little bud right here, which is what I thought would be reblooming. We've got those quite a bit around this, and maybe it's because of the weather. Maybe it's because we got so much rain and gray skies as opposed to, you know, having sunshine. So maybe it's worth trying again next year a little bit. But I haven't had any luck with my daisies that are from proven winners reblooming if I cut them back part way either. I have so much compost, you guys. Just 2 more to go. That's the last one. All right, well, let's take a look at how it looks now. Okay, look at those nice green mounds of foliage. So much better than it was, right? Oh, I love it. It makes me happy to see it. This looks all cleaned up, and you can really see those mums much better now, and you can enjoy all of those flowers that are blooming right now instead of looking at that dead and big draggled foliage. And over here looks much nicer and cleaner as well too. Nothing like cleaning up a garden bed that makes you feel like you've accomplished something. Are you guys doing any fall cleanup? Do you do any cutbacks on anything? I certainly do quite a bit myself here. And we'll be doing some other videos similar to this soon, as well as maybe some frequently asked questions or some planting, because I have some things I need to get in the ground. So I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you in the next one.